Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I thought I should do this recording based on two things. The first one, I want to share my experience on starting where you are. The second one, I want to encourage people to allow what you believe in to come mature. The first one of starting where you are. I want to say or share this light with everyone to say you don't need a very big or huge thing to start. You need to start where you are. I will give you a perspective of my experience when I started producing at my home garden. When I started, it was more of I need somewhere where people will do practicals because I vacated where I was using. The only place that I saw because we were on COVID was home, which was too stony, rocky, and demand more work. I had a stand of 70 by 50, which my house is on 18 by 40, including the floor and the ramps. And I sit down and I look to that place and I see something to say you can develop and start something. I remember when my wife came and said to me, how about you or we use the seeds for green papers to start planting a small garden, because I already shared my passion with her. And we agreed on that. So we had our yellow papers and green papers. We take the seeds, we dry them, we plant them. They come right, we planted them. We planted 133 trees of yellow papers. And I went to the nursery, I bought 1,000 papers. And I wanted to plant in a huge space. I had a problem of water. So we had, at our village, we receive water once per month. So you need to have a facility where you can store water. And I took advantage of the roof of my house so that I can harvest water from the roof of the house. When I look at that now, I would say no one believed in what I was doing. I dig a dam, which is 3 meters down, 6 meters wide, 6 meters long, with a capacity of taking 90,000 liters of water. And I say, this will be my reserve dam. guess what? That water can spare me up until I receive rain again. Instead of depending on community water or municipality water, now I depend on rainwater. So I do water harvesting. I bought a pressure pump that will pump water from the dam straight to irrigation. The system that I use drip irrigation because it will use less water. What makes me so famous in my locality was the quality of produce that I produce. Everyone will want to eat or buy that product. Organic so, and everyone was happy with the product. So I'm encouraging anyone to say, should you want to start where you are. If you have a backyard, which is a 5 by 10, start planting something there. You will thank me later. The second part that I want to take you through is don't allow your dream to die because people around you do not believe in what you're doing. I'll give you an example, a scenario while I was working in one of the towns in Lephalale. And I got a job there, and it's a project that I need to assist people. Then I said to them, let us plant here. Some people were like, no, you can't. This product cannot do here. And I was like, let's plant carrots. I believe it will do so. We planted that carrots. No one believed that carrots will do so. And we planted so much carrots. We planted a whole 2 kg of carrot seed. You can tell me how many that is. Put in irrigation to say, should anything happens here, if they grow, we'll need to sustain them, irrigate them. At the end of the day, we harvested so much carrots. So much people started to believe in what we do. A mentee of mine last week, I called her. We were talking, and I said, I'm coming visiting. And she told me, my green papers are not doing well. It's been long, they have a stagnant growth. I don't know what to do. I said, I'm coming. She said, what will you do? I said, I will make a plan, they will grow. So I went to them, to her. We met, I see them, I move around them. I was like telling them to say, when I live here, I want you to bear fruits. You know what? She called me to say she have some flowers coming up. She even counted them were 13. I'm saying this to say, sometimes it's important for one to have faith to what they do. I've watched a movie or a story of a man who came from Zimbabwe to South Africa in the Eastern Cape, where they were planting maize, and he decided to plant potatoes. No one agreed for him to plant potatoes, but he planted them. People discouraged him. They said there is not enough rain. He planted them. No one believed that he will harvest, including other farmers around him. But he planted. After some time, he got a very good harvest. And sometimes it's not all about what people say about your life. It's not what people say about the stereotypic thinking they have about life. It's about how you see things as a person. Do you believe in what you think? If the answer is yes, my advice is do it. Just like that person who sit down and said, I want a brand that people will wear, and he named it Nike. He write, just do it. I'm encouraging you to say, life is all about what we choose. It's all about resilience when you come up with obstacles. The question is, do you have the resilience to stand tall even when everyone is not believing in you? I encourage you to stand firm on your dreams. If there's something that you want to fulfill, have faith, you will come right. I can testify so many things about life. I can say so many things about what I do, which people think it's not possible. But believe in me, nothing is impossible. If you want to reach the star, go for it. The only problem that we see people making is to analyze every detail. What if it doesn't make? And then what if it makes it? I'm here not to prophesy, but to say good about your life, to encourage you to do good for yourself and the people who are around you. Allow God to lead you. Allow God to move you from your worst case. He can move you and you can be a success person. A person when no one thought of, or it can be, or they can be. My last words for today is, you cannot reach your goal if you are not resilient enough. More especially in the days we are living in. The days that we are living in need someone who is ready to take charge of their life. Someone who wants to take part in changing, firstly, where they are. I encourage you all to stay positive and be resilient. May God bless you.